How'd that go? Anyways, hello everybody, my name is Farmer Phil, and today we are doing a couple of jobs. We will be letting the calves out onto this bit of a paddock. We will be cleaning out the shed. We will be grading calves in the other shed for coming off milk. It is a little bit drizzly. Why are we doing it on a wet day? Because we aren't doing anything else. I was supposed to go ploughing the maize ground in the garden today, but because of the rain, can't do it. So we're going to get this job done, because we might get it done later in the week when the weather is good. But anyway, so we have great grass here for the calves to go out onto. Huge grass, and I don't know what to say, maybe an acre-ish, maybe a bit less. But we had lots of grass out here, and one of the things I find every year, we always put up this fence just to stop the calves from going way off down till they get used to going in and out themselves. So we always put up this fence, but that hen would always go too strong and they'd go to tronions. They'd go to seed and it'd be stemmy, and they'd never really eat it, and it never really performs for the rest of the year. So the bulls are just on the bottom square, and I says before we let the calves out here, I want them to graze that clean sheet, clean that off, and leave it that it'll grow nice fresh leafy grass. By the time them lads are ready for that fence to go down to get the rest of that, that'll be lovely and leafy, and we won't let go to tronions. Grass management, that's what that is. So the boys are out there, they have maybe another day in the paddock they're on, and then we have the bridge field, and then we're out of grass again. And it's not looking great. The weather forecast for the week is to get cold again, which isn't great for grass growth. So yeah, that's fun. That's very so we're just here in the hay shed, just dehorning a few while we wait for the dinner. And also we're going to start grading calves. So I have all the calves numbers written down in the book that are coming off milk, which is pretty much the whole shed bar a few. So we've gone through some of them. So all I'm doing is I'm going through every calf to make sure that their body condition is good enough that they can come off milk. Because the worst thing you can do is let them come off milk and them not ready to come off milk. You're better off put extra milk into them beforehand than afterward. Okay, better condition. So just 28.44 is that guy, he's okay. So we'll go through the shed, we'll have a look at how some of the calves are doing and whatnot. Here's one of our speckled parts, 39.38. Could do with extra hands or the head cam here. Yeah, she's nice and full, good back. Yeah, she's good to come off. So she gets the tick of approval. Who else have we? 39.46. Yeah, he's there. He is looking pretty good. So he gets the tick. 28.69. That's a fine calf there now. A fine calf. So he gets a tick. Look at the back on this guy. Look at that. Look at that back. Ah, serious bit of filling. I'll have a quick run through, see can I find the biggest calves in the shed just to show you, because there's some exceptional calves. There's another calf there, 39.25. 9.5, he's got the tick. Just look at that guy. Look at how full he is. There's calves in this shed literally barely fit into the feeder. There's another one there, 16.07. Just look at the depth of the body and the back on him. Just serious 16.07, and he gets a tick anyways. Now these calves, we let them outside, so these are having a whale of it. Look at that speckled park now there. That's a serious calf, far better than the other one. So these have outside, so it is a little bit mucky just outside the gap, but it does get better once we get up on top of the hill. And for anyone that comes to the farm shop, from now on the calves are right beside the shop, so you're able to come up and have a look at them. Well, on a better day, 15.80. Look at that size of that calf. And there's another 38.82. Or yeah, 38.82. Just look at them. Just look at the back on them. They're some of the best calves we have ever reared this year. Absolutely amazing calves. We are incredibly happy with the calves this year. Just phenomenal improvement on other years. Everything is just amazing. Just all aspects. Touch wood, stays that way. We will give a kind of a full synopsis, you could say, of how we've got on with the calves this year. What are you doing up there? So as I said, we will give a full synopsis, tell you how we've got on why we think we got on better, we're putting a lot of it down to the milk replacer, Liffey Mills, that Elvor, serious bloody milk replacer. But we're going to do that when we're putting them out, when they're finished off milk, out of the shed, going to grass, when the hardest part is done, just in case anything will go wrong. Because the last thing I want to do is jinx it after doing such a good job on 99% of the calves. There is literally, I think I only have had 3 so far, 4. They need an extra few days on milk, which is a huge improvement on other years. Also, just on dehorning, we're slowly but surely making our way through it, but what we've started to do now, because we're getting it hard to get time to do 20 at a time, we're doing them 1 at a time. It's a little bit, it's probably not as, it's probably nearly quicker, but the only thing is, it's hard on gas, because that has to stay running to keep it hot. So put in a calf, inject them, give them 5-10 minutes, take the horns off them, next calf. It just means that we get maybe 5 or 6 calves done at a time, rather than trying to get 20 done, so we just seem to never find time to get a big batch done. Anyways, it's just speeding up the job that little bit. So, just after putting in another bag of meal there, so I wait for this lad to cook, and the calves in this shed are eating a heck of a lot of meal. They're over the kilo a day, 6 bags more. I'm giving them 3 bags morning and 3 bags evening. Uncle Ian's giving them 2 bags during the day, 8 bags a day, and it's always empty. Always empty. Quite literally, as much as we could draw into them, they'll near enough eat it. That Liffey Mills stuff, they're just absolutely horsing through it. So we're down here now. We'll clean out this shed. That's the plan. So the plan is I move back the load and shovel brought it back from where we were at down last. I'm going to try and shut the calves up here. Now I can't really shut them this side, so they go through the barrier, and space is a bit limited this side, as we now have 50 something calves on tits, because why not? Why not? There's done a bit of a hump on him. But we have some actually very, very nice calves with more speckled parks. There's an Aubrac in there, I don't know which one he is. We have a blue, and not just one like the blues that we have, the twins, we have a good blue. That's a big blue. That's a big blue heifer. So I don't really have the space to shut them this side, but then I have this issue. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I might, because they won't get through them holes, but I get across there and they'll kind of come up this way as well. But anyways, that's the plan. Get them lads moved up and get that cleaned out, and when that's cleaned out, then we'll be letting them outside, and yeah, well, out past them gates. So only 159 calves that convinced to come up here by myself. Father Phil is spreading fertilizer. He may appear and he may not. I don't know whereabouts he is. And Uncle is somewhere. He was out and he's fed the cattle, and he might have gone inside, I don't know. And Liv is at the farm shop. She's getting boxes ready to be sent to be delivered. So yeah, 159 calves moved up a shed by myself. Fun! Fun, suckies. Everybody, get out of here. And I also have to try and get them shut up here when I get them down. Yeah. Fun. Come on. as you seen there, eventually got the calves up a bit. Help Uncle Ian is on the loading shovel. You got the teleporter just to do the tidying. Why are we cleaning out the calf shed? That's the reason right there. The piss. This is our second time cleaning out this shed. Hopefully we won't clean it out again. But it's just the level of piss that ends up at the bottom of that shed. As much as I said we're going to do something with the other shed to make that a better shed, we really need to do something with this shed, because not having anywhere for it to go is just a disaster. And there is a difference between the calves in this shed and the other shed. The other shed is far better calves than there is here. Calves here are doing well, there's not loss in them, but they're just not as good as the other shed, and that's why. So clean it out again just to get rid of it. They're pretty tight in there, so they are. There's 200 calves in there at the minute, because there's 58 and there's 159, so there's 217 calves just shoved in there for the time being. Look at this lad here, 360. He's actually weaned off milk, so he is. There's some difference now between the pedigree jersey and the GEX, so there is. There's some difference. Also, he's not our best example. He's one of the pets that we have to feed. There's a much better jersey. There's actually some of the jersey calves, the pedigree jerseys, have filled out quite well and are doing quite well. And then some of them are like this guy, hanging in there. Anyways, do a bit of time lapsing. So everyone, that is clean sheets for the calves, all back together now. So all we gotta do now is the last bit, the climax of the show, let them out. Even though I'd say it could be an anti-climax, because if it's still raining I can't see a whole lot of them going out. But anyways, I gotta go get some fresh batteries and then we will let them out onto a bigger grass paddock. So, time to just set up here to let these lads out. So, that gate chains round to there, that goes there. I have to just close up that gap there with some of these small gates. And that's it. The calves will be ready to go out. I should have maybe 2 gates over. And yeah, then we'll see what happens. And for those of you that are probably wondering, did we chain them to the fence? You probably already know the answer. No, we did not. When we set up this, I asked them to go and just trace a wire across and through a bit of it, just to have it there that we may get some bit of a training. No, they weren't going to do that. We're going to do something else. And of course, that never happened. I didn't have time to do anything about it. And now we just have to let them out and hopefully not cut up to too much hassle. Anyways, I'm hoping the rain might slow them down. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Probably not. But anyways, get these gates tidied up so we get them out of the shed. So we are now ready to go. Let's open the door and see what happens. Now there's one of our good Jersey calves, the pedigree, one of the Jersey boys. He's growing very, very well, 531. So he is. I'll gate that way. Let's gate this way. That block there. Chain this back. Now suckies. No high tails now. They're not too interested. Oh, talk about anti-climax. So, some of them high-tailed it out. Well, it's good to see them out now. I don't see anyone. No one has went for the fence yet. They're going for it. And he just went through it. Oh. There's more out now. I'm gonna break my heart. So, 2 escapes. Go on, yeah, shock. No. So anyways, that is the calves out and about. Hopefully now there's none out when we come in to feed them or check on them this evening. They kind of got the galloping is off them now. Anyways, as that is it from me. I hope you enjoyed today's bit of a mishmash of a calf video and a bit of machinery as well, cleaning out the shed, keep everybody happy. But that is it from me. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday. That is it from me. Good luck. And now I have to decide whether I'm going to dehorn calves, gather scrap, clean out a corner of a yard to put away machinery, because machinery is in front of everything. I'm getting a bit peeved off with just everything is in the way of everything. Clean out a bit of the workshop to get the zetter in, to get working at that, finish up the loft. It's an endless amount of work around here. At least they're happy.